Okay, so we're going to be looking at Concept 1 in this series. And so Concept 1 is having us discuss the introductory and background material leading to the development of the Articles of Confederation. Articles of Confederation being the first constitution of the United States. So on June 12, 1776, the Second Continental Congress named a 13-man committee to draw up a federal constitution. By the following November, the Articles of Confederation were endorsed by the Continental Congress and submitted to the states for ratification. The Articles of Confederation was mostly the work of John Dickinson of Pennsylvania, and he referred to the Articles of Confederation as a league of friendship. In many ways, the Articles of Confederation was inspired by the Iroquois nation, which was a nation of 5 different Indian nations. So it was a loose confederation that held together these 5 Indian nations for a very long time, and they felt like, well, it looks like they were able to hold on their autonomy, their different distinct cultures within the Indian nations, their languages, the way they practice culture, religion, all of that, and the way they wanted to govern themselves within each nation, but loosely confederated under the Iroquois Confederation. So they thought they could do that as well. And as we'll see, it doesn't really turn out too well for this fledgling nation called the United States of America. So complete ratification of the Articles did not occur until March 1st, 1781. It took 5 years to draw up the Articles and to have all 13 states approve them. This 5-year delay in drawing up and implementing a government indicates the lack of common unity between the states and the lack of a sense of nation, really, between the states. The delay was caused specifically by Maryland's refusal to ratify the Articles until the 7 landed states claiming Western lands ceded them to the new governments under the Articles. The 6 landed states argued that their more fortunate partners could not have retained possession of their western area if all the states had not fought together. A major complaint was that the land-blessed states could sell their Allegheny tracts and thus pay off pensions and other debts incurred in the common cause, being the Revolutionary War. States without such holdings would have to tax themselves heavily to defray these obligations. It seemed only logical that the whole western area should be turned over to the central government, which could dispose of the land for the common benefit. So once approved, the creation of the new government under the Articles did little more than legalize the Second Continental Congress, and that had been established in 1775. The Congress under the Articles of Confederation was organized in the same way and had the same powers as the Continental Congress. Each state was represented by not less than 2 or more than 7 members as it might choose. But no more could serve for more than 3 years in any 6. That is, if a man was elected to Congress there 3 years in a row, he would be ineligible for re-election until 3 more years had passed. Or a delegate could serve every other year indefinitely. The objective of this provision was to prevent emergence of a class of professional office holders at the national level who regarded public office as their personal property, just to basically prevent the phenomena of the incumbent. Each state had 1 vote. In the event of disagreement within a state delegation, the majority would control the state's vote. 9 of the 13 states were required for a decision on an important matter, such as making war or concluding treaties, borrowing money, and raising armed forces. Amending the Articles of Confederation required a unanimous agreement of Congress and of every one of the state legislatures, which is virtually impossible, right? So it would have been impossible to fix the Articles of Confederation with the changing times. So, well, that concludes Concept 1, basically discussing the introduction, the background material leading to the development of the Articles of Confederation. And I gave you a little bit of information of what it is. We'll go in more detail to what the Articles and what it was and how it governed in the next concept. So see you there. Let me know if you have any questions.